I'm going to tell you about a year full of Universal Annual Pass experiences. Was it worth it? Would I do it again? And which level might be best for you? Stay tuned. Hey, so if you've been following me or if you're new to my channel, welcome or welcome back. We have almost been a full year as Universal Annual Pass holders. We decided early on that we wanted to check out Universal Annual Pass system and see what Universal Studios was all about as new Florida residents, and being this was somewhere that we had never been before. We decided to go with their top tier pass. They have three or four passes. I will link all that in the description box down below. I'm not going to go over pricing. Pricing changes all the time around here, so there's no need to get into any of that. There are many perks to being an annual pass holder. And so I would say to you, if you are a frequent visitor to the parks, it may be very well worth it to, at a minimum, get their cheapest pass that they offer. But that being said, you have to keep in mind their blockout dates. You have to keep in mind how often you will use it, so you need to do a little number crunching to see if it really makes sense for you and your family. For me and my husband, we have really capitalized on this. We originally started out with the 2-park Premier Pass and then ended up adding the 3rd park onto our Premier Pass. That was a very simple process. You just pay the difference and they add it. They give you a brand new pass, easy peasy lemon squeezy. It shows up on the app. I highly recommend at least starting out with the 2-park pass, and then if you see that you want to add Volcano Bay, it's super easy. It's not a big deal. For us, we went with the top tier pass because we are locals, and we wanted the benefits of not having any blockout dates, because as truck drivers, we don't have like a lot of time during the week to go. So a lot of our time that we go is on Fridays. Every once in a while we get a Saturday or something that we can go. And so that's why we decided on the Premier Pass, along with holidays. We get a lot of holidays off, so it made sense to us to put out the extra money for that. So that is a consideration. With all the annual passes, there are perks that come with it. Most of them offer free parking. She's so silly, isn't she? And they all come with some annual pass holder discounts. Again, I will leave in the description box links and more info about those things because they vary pretty wildly from pass to pass. And one of my favorite things that you get as an annual pass holder is these super cute annual pass holder magnets. This is the most recent one. I'm not sure if they're still available as of right now. They have been out for a few weeks and they tend to get gone. So if you do become an annual pass holder, make sure that you join the Facebook group for Universal Annual Pass holders. I will link that down in the description box below as well. It's real easy to join. You just click and add yourself, and I think you answer a couple of questions and boom, you're in. And they will notify the Facebook group when the new ones come out. They do them quarterly. So there's a different one per quarter. So I now have 4 to make up for my year. And you can get 1 per annual pass holder, and you have to be present. So keep that in mind if you are trying to go and get all the annual pass magnets for everybody in your group, but not everybody is there. They have to be present with their own annual pass to get them. In the past, they have done some other perks. Won't get into that because they're currently not doing those right now, but just know that the perks change regularly. You could start off your season pass with 1 set of perks, and they may add some as the year goes on, and some may change. So there is always that, and the Facebook group is a great way to stay on top of all of those fun things. Hey, help me out. Please like and subscribe. So, would I do an annual pass for Universal Studios again? Yes, I would. If I planned on going regularly, I would absolutely do it because it makes sense for us being locals. However, as this year is coming to an end for us in November, and we're so sad, we are really sad. We've really, really enjoyed our time at Universal Studios and exploring the parks and getting to see what Universal is all about. We have made numerous trips to Universal Studios, Islands of Adventure, City Walk, got to experience so many wonderful restaurants, got to ride all the rides. We've ridden all the rides in both of those parks that were available to us. Some have, now shut down, gone forever, but that paves the way for new things, new fun things for us to explore the next time we get to go. We've done Volcano Bay a couple of times. We need to go again. We haven't been able to check out all of those rides just yet. We did purchase at the beginning of our annual pass the year photo package. I highly recommend that if you are into the photos. It is a great way to have all the photos, and it just kind of encourages at least us whenever we go to go and do photos and just have fun with it. The photos do change up regularly, especially in the photo building. They have like a little set building over by the annual pass holder lounge across from Jason Bourne Experience, where you can go and do photos with the green background, and then they CGI things in for you. Those are really cool. Those change up all the time, so we go in every time we go in and just take pictures and see what's new. As an annual pass holder, you do get an annual pass exclusive on each one. Both sides are different. Do both sides. There you go, pro tip. You also get the photos from all the rides. You just have to go at the end of the ride and scan your card, and boom. The thing with ride photos is sometimes they're working, sometimes they don't. Sometimes you get your photos, sometimes you don't. I find that to happen more often on the water park rides than I do in the actual theme parks. Those tend to be a little better about giving you your photo. The other thing with the photos, I've noticed it being really inconsistent, but I will ride Velocicoaster, for instance, and I'll get my photo, and it's the photo of me on Velocicoaster. Great. I'll ride Velocicoaster again, several days, sometimes weeks. Again, I'll scan my pass and get my pictures, and then I'll have an animated picture with my photo of me on the ride, which is super cool. But then I'll go and do it again, and it's not there. So who knows why that is? I don't know, but it is fun when I do get those fun extra things. I will be doing a full video on all of the photos that we were able to get with the photo pass at the end of our physical year with them, because I have not quite yet gotten every photo that's possible to get. So I want to get those, so stay tuned for that. Also, as an annual pass holder, one of the things that they do to keep it fresh and fun is they do all these fun seasonal things. In the early months of the year, they have Mardi Gras, and it's fun and it's fantastic. And I've seen videos and stuff where they've done them in the past, and they're slightly different every single year to make them interesting and exciting to come and do again and again. And they have special food booths that are only for a limited time during that festival. They also do Halloween Horror Nights, which is currently going on right now, and it's spectacular. If you're into the spooky season, they do it really well. I will link my video for the Halloween Horror Nights in the description box below for y'all to check out if you have not seen it already. I highly recommend Halloween Horror Nights, even if you don't want to get an annual pass and you just want to check out Halloween Horror Nights. It's pretty good. I would also say that they do, what is the other thing they do? They did Christmas, didn't they? So they did a whole Christmas thing, and the Christmas thing was excellent. They have the Grinch. Who doesn't love the Grinch? So many meet and greets, so many fun, unique things that they do each season. Some of them are repeats, and some they change up a little bit, but they make it fun and exciting to want to come back month after month all through the year. So if that's something that you can do, even like on a once a weekend basis, might be worth getting an annual pass to take advantage of all of those things. One of the other perks that you get with an annual pass is early park admission. That's normally an hour to get into at least one of the parks in the mornings. And that can really make a difference in your day. With the highest tier, which we have, you get the fast pass after 4, and you can go in the fast pass lane after 4 p.m. every day, and skip the standby line, which is amazing. I've ridden so many rides after 4 because of that, and would have not been able to have enjoyed nearly as many rides without it. So that was another one of the reasons why we chose the highest tier annual pass, was for that perk, and I think it was totally worth it. So yeah, annual passes, I think they are worth their weight in gold if you can make the most use of them. So otherwise, if it's too much per person for you and you're not going to come enough to make it worthwhile, then don't do it. You have to decide how often you're going to come, and are you going to get your value out of what you're paying for, because they're not cheap. It's a deal, but it's only a deal if you can really capitalize on coming multiple times in a year. And so if you want to make this a year of play and all your vacation time for any theme park for that matter, then it can be a good investment, and you can get a lot of value out of that. If you have any questions, please feel free to drop me a comment in the box below. I am here for you guys. I will answer any questions that I can. And if I don't know the answer, I'll do some research and try to get back to you as soon as I can. I try not to leave anybody hanging. It's not how we roll around here. So until the next time, guys, shake a tail feather.